everybody. This is Beth McCullough. I'm an independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator in Iowa, and I'm here every Tuesday night with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
Can you see me on there, Steve?
I can.
Can everybody see us and hear us tonight? We're so glad you're here. We were just pre-show chatting with Jan and Bev. Bev just flew down from Iowa to escape the snow and cold to go to Florida, and now she's dealing with the possibility of tropical storm Hurricane Nicole. So anyway, we have beeping. What are we making in the microwave, Steve?
We're making
brat patties. Steve thought he was going to eat the brat patties, but I think you have half an hour to wait, honey. Bev said neighbor came out today cleaning his gutters. Oh, you're trying to let the debris from Ian go down. Can't see Steve. You know, he's running around getting his brat patties.
Sorry.
Hi, Shirley. I'm glad you guys are here. Well, I am excited to show you this card. It's a fun fold that's easy, but I've never made it before. And it's using these flitting florets. These came out. They're available to customers now. And in the collection, we have these frame florets and the die bundle. That will be in the new mini catalog in January. But the embellishments, this framed and festive, it's a really cute stamp set. If you need holiday sentiments and really cute fonts, that would be this one. That is going away January 4th. And then the beautiful Designers Series paper and the embellishments. So these things go away January 4th. The bundle stays in the new mini catalog. So that is what I used to make this tonight. And this card folds up like this. I love the hearts. I put the little heart pearls on here. This is white embossed. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but I Wink Estella the flower after I used the blends. And then when you open it up, it's cute inside too. So this is my voting card for Kylie's international contest. If you go to Stamping Mom on Facebook, go to my blog post, there's a link. Can we put a link in underneath the video too, Steve?
Sure.
So I would really appreciate it if you would vote. The top 10 get to be in another blog hop with Kylie, and it just helps me and helps my business. It's a way you can help me without buying anything. So I would appreciate it if you would vote, and the voting goes on all the way through next Monday, so you have a week to do that. But I would appreciate it if you would do it. Do you have any stories for us tonight? Oh, the repeating music. Okay, I did the music. I'll turn it off. Go to brand. I was trying to be tricky and do the 30-second countdown thing, and that didn't work. So go down further. Turn off the music. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Sorry about that. I thought, well, we'll do the 30-second countdown and we'll have music, but I obviously don't know what I'm doing.
Hey,
so.
We got to try new things sometimes. Though.
Yeah. Okay, so now you're not hearing music. Chris is on. Hi, Chris. Hi, Bridget. Okay. Should we go ahead and make this, Steve?
Let's make the card.
Okay.
So by the way, my camera isn't working either, so I'm not on camera. So when I want people to see me, I'm going to come over here like this.
Are you?
Yes.
Why is your camera not working?
I don't know. You know, it's been a long night.
So we Zoomed with Martinette, our friend in North Carolina, and there was a little technical difficulty because on there we're Zooming and we're sharing screens and the microphone wasn't working. And then we get off of that and we have 10 minutes to scurry around and set it up this way. So I guess, Bev, I need to pay the technical guy more money. So
yeah, there you go. You know, this is what you get for the amount of money I make. So.
Oh, Bev said it did sound like countdown music. So, hey, I tried. Hey, Bethany's on tonight. Hey, Bethany, I'm glad you're here. Okay, who's going to make this card with me? We're starting out with a piece of Granny Apple Green cardstock. It's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So this is just your typical card base for the up and down card. And then I'm going to move to the inside. Do you love these hearts? I love the polished pink showing up behind the hearts. So I decided to make this card a little different. By the way, there is Prize Patrol tonight. And last week we asked everyone to go to YouTube. It actually does help a lot more. Eventually we'll only be on YouTube. So if you could, if you're here every week, if you could go to YouTube, that would be great. If you're new tonight and you have not been on here, I wonder if Romaine Stout is new tonight. Please say hi so we can give you a shout out. But last week, the winner from YouTube was Jackie Bells, Belles, and she won the Holly gift card holder. So I need your address so I can send that to you. I did catch up on some of the prizes. I have a few more to go. So new goal, everything caught up by next week. So, okay, inside the card, I'm going to use Highland Heather this time. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to put this inside the card. Do you guys do that? Do you put an inside layer? Sometimes it looks cute underneath your white, just to have another layer. How do you like where I'm showing this card? Am I in the middle of the screen,
you're doing
Steve?
well.
Okay. And now the basic white, this is, are you showing? You are. Good job, honey. I have the basic white on the same one. The basic white is 3 3/4 by 5. And I ran it through the die. And this die, you may think, oh, I don't want to poke all those out. Well, these hearts just fall out. So I really like them. I like dies that fall out instead of poke out. And you could save them and do a confetti, do like a shaker card. But that is how I cut these out. I just ran it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And then I like how the hearts show through there. Excuse me. And this one is going to be a birthday card. So I did for a special person on a special day. I just stamped that in Highland Heather. And the reason we like Stampin' Up is the ink and the paper and the designer series paper. It all coordinates and matches. So I got all that done ahead of time. And I'm just going to put a thin layer around the outside. Now, Steve, I do have some coloring to do tonight. So I didn't warn you, but you'll have to think of a story.
Well, I have stories.
You have stories?
Yes.
Trying to think what we did last weekend, if it's a story I want told or not. Okay.
Wait, we did something you don't want people to know about?
No,
I'm trying to remember what that is. Now I'm racking my brain.
I'm trying to remember what we did at all and making sure it's something, but I don't remember what we did last weekend. We did lots of yard work because it's warm in Iowa. Warm tomorrow. Steve is putting up Christmas lights on our house tomorrow.
But I'm not turning them on.
Because it's the last nice day. When we wake up Thursday morning, 32 degrees, which is freezing. If you're a Celsius person, it's going to be freezing. And it's in the 30s for the rest of the week, the next 10 days. So summer ends for us tomorrow. Okay, so there's the inside of the card. Now we're going to use a piece of Daffodil Delight. So this is a new screen. This is 4 inches by 10 1/2. And then I scored it at 2 5/8 and 5 1/4. I know I don't always like using 8s, but half of 5 1/4 is 2 5/8. So I scored that a half ahead of time. And then I'm just going to put this on my card base.
So I think that yellow and that green look really good together.
Do you? You approve?
I do. So that is not John Deere green and yellow. That is more of a
It is not. He's
granny
talking
apple
about
green and banana.
it's actually, the technical name is Daffodil Delight. So this is the color of daffodils. My dad was a John Deere guy for 40 years. That is why he's talking about John Deere. Okay, so we have that layer on. And then next we're going to do a Highland Heather or polished pink. It's polished pink over here. And this one is 3 3/4 by 5. So we just have lots of gluing here on this part. Now, did you know there's a right side and a wrong side to your cardstock after you cut it? Did you know that, Steve? I can look at it and see this is the right side and that's the wrong side.
I could never do that.
You could never do that.
How would you tell the difference?
I don't know. Crafters, tell Steve how we can tell the difference between the right side and the wrong.
Is one like
do you think? I don't know that we can tell until we cut it. Oh, my friend from North Carolina, Martinette, is on. I said earlier, her whole team got on with us tonight, and we made little gift bags. I love making a set of cards to give out as a gift. Becky's on, and Cindy, thank you, and Paula. I'm glad you guys are here. Okay, I ran this through, more white hearts. I do need to make a card with white hearts. I will admit I threw these away. I know you might be proud of me because I saved so much.
Basic white, 3.5 by 4 3/4.
Look how on top of things he is. You get a gold star, honey. So yeah, this is the easy part. You could prep these cards. My teammate and friend Barb had a crafting weekend with her card club. And the more they prepped ahead of time, the more they could put the cards together and just chat. And they had a wonderful time. Okay, so we have lots of layers, but they're cute. Okay, next, what I did, sometimes with our dies, you don't know exactly what they're going to do until you run them through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. But I ran this through with the Daffodil Delight. And when you just run the piece through with this, you get two pieces. You get the frame, and you get a very nice oval. So I did it twice with daffodil and with white. So I have this left over. I have to make another card.
Wait, does the card making ever end? Or just one card leads to another? It's like
what
a
do you
chain
gals
of events.
think? Does the card making ever end? Of course it doesn't end. There's always something else. Even tonight, my team and Martinette's team showed cards. One of Tamika, one of her gals, showed us her one-sheet wonders. She makes cards for soldiers, which is amazing.
That is cool.
And she did one-sheet wonders and made a ton of cards. She's making 100 cards to give to soldiers, I think, for Christmas. And so sometimes we have to make them quicker. And one-sheet wonders are good for that. So I do think, I think I might have said this last week, but I think these ovals will carry over because we need these beautiful ovals. Now what I'm going to do is some coloring. So I stamped the flower again from this set. Pretty much everything is from this set. The framed florets, I used this flower down here and I stamped it in black memento. And then I started coloring it. And I'll tell you, I am not an expert colorer, and I don't usually color on camera, but I'm going to give it a go tonight. I did get started. And you know what I don't have? I don't have my glasses that I'm a Bible study. I'm losing my voice. I'm a Bible study fellowship leader, and I have to take my glasses to that. So we did that this morning. And would you be sweet and go get them for me?
Where are they?
They're in the bag on my kitchen desk in a glass case. But I don't wear glasses at all, which is kind of amazing at my age, except to color, because the coloring is just so tiny. So I'm trying to think what I would give it a go without glasses on. But the way I did this is I used Highland Heather, Granny Apple Green, and Daffodil Delight. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
And what I did is I started with the dark, and I just kind of followed the lines, and I did kind of the back pieces, or wherever there was a line, and then I came over it with the light. I know everybody has their own technique for coloring, but I feel like Stampin' Up tries to make it easy on us. And so I try to take advantage of them. But
So we are having the big Thanksgiving celebration at our house this year for Beth's side of the family, the Amics. And we have decisions to make because our biggest part of this, besides the amazing homemade crust pies that Beth makes.
I was going to say, are you making those, honey?
No, but I'm in charge of the meat. But
I bought some of the meat today. Okay, if you live in Iowa, can I talk?
You color.
I have to color. Bell's Mills ham. I bought a whole ham at Fairway today. It's the best.
Color.
Okay.
I'm
no
talking.
more talking. Just coloring.
So yes, we got a great big whole ham, Bell's Mills ham from Mason City. They're really good. They're smoked and it's awesome. And I love the ham.
I ordered a turkey too.
But we also ordered a big turkey breast because I'm not as big of a fan of turkey. I know that it's Thanksgiving. I know I'm supposed to be eating turkey, but I like ham. So I need to know from all of our viewers, is it okay if I prefer ham instead of turkey? Is it okay if I make more ham than turkey for a big Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, most importantly to some of our guests is that you're making fudge for Thanksgiving.
That's true. I am making fudge. It's the beginning of fudge season and the beginning of many batches, I'm sure. But it's funny because I had some people request that we go ahead and start making fudge early before they went to Florida for the winter.
Yeah. Now, I'm talking again. My neighbor came over and he's like, sweet neighbor. He's lived here the whole 36 years we have. Just wanted to let you know we're leaving for the winter December 5th. So if you're making fudge before then, we'll still be here until then. So I'm like, duly noted, make the fudge, get it delivered. Because sometimes they don't get it till like Christmas Eve. So
what it means though is he's going to get first batch, which is always a little dicey.
Sometimes it's the best though.
So I make this by feel. I do it by sight. And sometimes because it's been a year since I've done it, sometimes I don't get it exactly right the first time. I'm usually spot on the second time because I've adjusted for whatever happened the first time. But first batch is always a bit dicey.
I don't think you've ever had anyone return the fudge though.
Tamika says she's doing a crown roast. And because she's not a turkey person, it does.
It sounds expensive too.
Look at this. There's some people that do turkey Thanksgiving and ham for Easter. And they split it up that way.
And we do ham for Thanksgiving and ham for Easter.
We live in Iowa, right? We have more hogs than people in Iowa. So we're just trying to support the local economy.
Is that actually true?
It is actually true.
Oh, that's kind of sad. It makes us sound like hicks.
No, we're an agricultural state by heritage, and we make a lot of good food for people. A lot of corn, a lot of soybeans, a lot of beef, a lot of hogs. We got a lot of hogs. And our friends in North Carolina, they have a lot of hogs too.
Okay, I have another tip. Sometimes if one end of your marker seems like the same color, light to dark, use the other end, okay? The two Highland Heathers were very close. So I am going back through and I made some more dark sections because the accountant in me wants this all to be one color, but the wannabe artist in me wants it to look artsy.
Okay, so now we're going to do another test to see if I can actually tell you this without Beth stopping and talking into the camera.
The chances are not good, but did you tell people about Price Patrol?
I just mentioned it and she does it.
Put in hashtag Price Patrol.
I
win a card. Is that what you were going to talk about?
No.
Okay, I have something else I want to show you guys. Who sent this to me? I think this was a swap. And then I think this was from Tony. Yep, this is from Tony Shaw. Steve's birthday card. So Tony sent Steve this birthday card. And then he saw the swap. And, we have two dogs we dearly love. It's really sad. They're 13 and a half and 15 and a half. And our younger one actually went blind this week. And it's breaking my heart. She's going to the vet tomorrow just to see if there's anything else we can do. But Steve saw these, and for one of the first times ever, he was like, would you please buy that? We need to make things with this. So Tony Shaw, you're now enabling my husband. But
Well,
good job.
You know, if I'm going to be involved in this, I might as well get into it all the way.
We have to have some things you like.
So another thing that we make.
Hey, can I talk for a minute?
Sure.
I know it's supposed to be a crafting video, but
I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm having food fantasies.
Okay. So I'm going to put dimensionals on this oval and pop it up. And of course, they made this perfectly to do that. And I would write inside this card. But I really like how fancy this looks. And do you see that it just was layering cardstock? It was not a lot of work. Now I'm going to work on the front flap, and maybe Steve can put the measurements up for that. The polished pink layer.
Oh,
do you already have it up?
I don't.
He's looking at me like, huh?
No, I was actually reading comments.
The polished pink layer, or Highland Heather, is 2 3/8 by 3 3/4. And then I'll put on the Granny Apple Green layer that's 2 1/8 by 3 1/2. So I will put those on. These hearts, you may wonder where they came from. They are from the Give It a Whirl dies. I actually had to go back over to my friend Jean's house last night and get these back because she's using these on another project. We make Christmas tags for one of my dear friends, and she was working on that project. So I went and got those. That's what these hearts are. And then we're going to use the heart pearls. These aren't actually pearls. They're heart-shaped pearls. So I'll be working on that.
So we also make what we call scalloped corn, right? Which is canned corn, regular corn, and then cream corn and Jiffy corn muffin mix and other
sour
things.
Cream
Sour
and
cream,
butter and eggs.
Right, eggs, all that mixed together. And then it makes like almost like a bread, right? Well, it just so happened that another one of Beth's friends is cleaning out her mom's house because they finally moved to a home. And she wanted us to come over and see what we'd want from their indoor yard sale. And one of the things they had was a Magnolia cookbook.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, Beth had to have that.
Chip and Joanna Gaines.
Right. And guess what she found? She found scalloped corn, but that's not what Joanne calls it.
Yeah, so Joanna Gaines makes my same, I call it corn casserole. Do you remember what she calls it? I looked at it, recipe identical.
Spoon bread, corn spoon bread.
No, not corn, but spoon bread something. She has a fancy name for it. So
Of course
I thought,
she does.
And then I looked at some of her other recipes. It's other things we make, like chicken enchiladas. And I'm like, oh my goodness, she has this huge empire and she just makes the same food we do, but she calls it fancy things. But I like her food.
It's called marketing.
I'm not trying to diss her. I'm just saying, wow.
It's called marketing, honey.
Yeah.
You take something good that's common and then you put a new fancy name on it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know. So on this one, it's going to say wishes for a beautiful birthday for a special person on a special day. And I popped up the Granny Apple Green layer, heat embossed this in white. And then I'm going to add those hearts and these heart pearls. So what is your favorite? I want to hear what your favorite thing for Thanksgiving is to have, because we are definitely trying to finish up the menu.
So a lot of people are on board with the scalloped corn. It's amazing how common it is.
That is the thing, even like to like a sports banquet at the end of the sporting season. I took corn casserole to almost everything, every holiday, and my kids love it.
Oh, this is driving me nuts. My stomach is rumbling right now. We've got sweet potatoes, pumpkin pie, pecan pie. Elizabeth's son makes fresh cranberry sauce.
Wow.
So we must like get the fresh cranberries and make the sauce from there. That sounds wonderful.
That does sound wonderful. Yeah, I my sister called me up, and because we have Thanksgiving Day with tons of people here, then we have a day with Steve's family, we have the wedding, and we have the open house. Our Thanksgiving weekend is jam-packed.
It's gonna be a blur.
And so my sister called and she said, "Hey, you guys make the meat and we'll make everything else." And I said, "Absolutely not. You are not making everything else. We are going to, I have to make the pies. I would be sad if I didn't. Wouldn't you be sad if I didn't make the pies?"
Baker square pie is good, but not as good as the homemade pie.
I think the crust is weird. I used to like it, but it's not as good as homemade crust.
So Beth's dear friend Donna, like another mom to her, taught her how to make real lard crust.
Yeah.
And that is the key ingredient.
Okay, gals, what do you think? Do you like the Highland Heather version or the polished pink version? Whoever wins Prize Patrol tonight can pick which one they want. And again, if you just got on, this is my voting card. I would love it if you would vote for me. You click on the link and it takes you over to Kylie's International Highlights. My card is number 3, and there's a heart in the upper right-hand corner, and you just click on the heart, and when it turns red, you voted. That's how easy it is. You can vote for 5 cards if you want while you're there. You don't need to. You can go over, find my card. I hope you like my card, and we'll vote for it. Click on the heart. It turns red. That's all you have to do. And I super appreciate it. So are we going to do Prize Patrol, honey?
Let's do Prize Patrol. Are you ready?
I am ready. Is there anybody else new on? Did anyone say hi that we haven't?
Well, I was so busy flipping slides and telling stories.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure, but okay. So last chance, if you want to get
Prize
in.
Patrol, there's 20 people in. So
hashtag Prize Patrol. We have 21 now.
And just so I don't get behind, this card's going out in the mail tomorrow.
Wow.
Send me your address, Beth@stampingmom.com. Email me your address and I'll mail it to you tomorrow. Okay.
All right.
2 more people got in.
Yep. Last chance. Hashtag Prize Patrol.
Steve and I are here every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central. Please invite your friends. Please come back. We love spending this time with you and chatting and making cards.
Okay, here we go.
Do the drawing. Here it goes. Do you see your name on there? I hope you do. And again, last week, the winner was Jackie Bells, and you can only win
Bethany Thompson
once a month. Bethany Thompson, you will be thrilled. So let me know, Bethany, if you want the pink or the purple. And you guys have a great week. Again, Bev and Becky, everyone in Florida, we are praying for you. And if you have any crafting questions, email me, and have a blessed week. Thanks so much for coming, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.